Have you ever felt emotionally tired, even when you didn't really do anything? Your body is fine, you're not physically exhausted, but somehow your mind feels heavy. Simple tasks feel harder, conversations drain you, even resting doesn't fully help anymore. And the strangest part is, you can't always explain why. You just feel emotionally done. Like something inside you has been carrying weight for too long. If that feeling sounds familiar, you're not alone. Millions of people walk around emotionally exhausted every single day without realizing what's actually happening to them. They think they're lazy, unmotivated, broken. But the truth is much deeper than that, because emotional exhaustion usually doesn't come from one big dramatic moment. It comes from small things happening every day, silently draining your mind. And today, we're going to uncover the hidden reason you feel emotionally tired. Not the obvious reason, not you need more sleep, not just think positive. The real psychological reason your brain feels overwhelmed all the time. And once you understand it, everything starts making sense. Let's begin. Most people think emotional exhaustion comes from doing too much, but often it comes from feeling too much for too long. Stress, pressure, overthinking, disappointment, pretending to be okay, suppressing emotions, constant mental noise. Your brain keeps carrying all of it, even when you don't notice. Imagine carrying a heavy backpack every single day. At first, you can handle it, but slowly the weight builds, and eventually even standing feels exhausting. That's exactly what emotional exhaustion feels like inside the mind. Now, here's where things get dangerous. Most emotionally tired people never stop carrying the weight. Instead, they distract themselves from it. They scroll endlessly, watch videos, stay busy, keep moving. Because silence feels uncomfortable. And the moment they slow down, the emotions catch up. That's why some people are terrified of being alone with their thoughts, not because silence is bad, but because silence reveals what distraction has been hiding. Think about modern life for a second. Your brain is constantly stimulated. Notifications, messages, social media, pressure to succeed. Pressure to look happy, pressure to keep going no matter how exhausted you feel. Your nervous system never fully rests. Even at night, your mind keeps replaying everything. Conversations, mistakes, future worries, things left unsaid. And eventually, your emotional energy starts running out. But because emotional exhaustion is invisible, most people ignore it. If your arm was broken, you would rest. If your body had a fever, you would slow down. But when your mind feels exhausted, most people push even harder. And that creates an even deeper problem. Because emotional exhaustion changes the way you experience life. Things that once felt exciting now feel empty. You stop feeling motivated. You stop feeling present. Even small decisions start feeling overwhelming, not because you're weak, but because your brain has been overloaded for too long. Now, here's the hidden reason most people never talk about. A huge amount of emotional exhaustion comes from emotional suppression. In simple words, feeling emotions, but never fully processing them. You feel stress, but pretend you're okay. You feel sadness, but distract yourself. You feel anxiety, but keep functioning normally. You feel overwhelmed, but say, "I'm fine." And over time, those emotions don't disappear. They stay stored inside the nervous system. Your brain keeps carrying unresolved emotional weight in the background all day long. That's why some people feel tired immediately after waking up. Their body rested, but their mind never truly did. And the scary part? Many people become so used to emotional exhaustion that it starts feeling normal. They forget what real peace feels like. They forget what mental calm feels like. They live in survival mode for so long that constant stress becomes their default state. Now listen carefully. This next part is important. Your brain was never designed to handle endless stimulation and emotional pressure without recovery. But modern life gives people almost no mental recovery time. The moment boredom appears, people grab their phones. The moment emotions appear, people distract themselves. And because of that, the mind never fully processes what it feels. That's why emotional exhaustion keeps building quietly in the background. Now here's something surprising. Sometimes the people who seem the strongest emotionally are actually the most exhausted because they became experts at hiding it. They smile, they work, they keep helping everyone else. But inside they feel drained, disconnected, numb. And eventually, emotional exhaustion reaches a point where your brain starts protecting itself. You lose motivation, your focus drops, your energy disappears. Even simple things feel difficult. This is not laziness, it's overload. Your brain is basically saying, I can't carry this much anymore. And honestly, that message matters, because emotional exhaustion is not weakness. It's a signal that your mind needs recovery, not more pressure, not more distraction. Recovery. Now the question becomes, how do you recover emotionally? The answer is not complicated, but it is uncomfortable. You have to slow down enough to listen to yourself again. You have to stop running from every feeling. You have to create moments where your brain can finally breathe. That might mean spending quiet time alone, putting your phone away, getting real sleep, talking honestly about what you feel, writing your thoughts down, allowing yourself to rest without guilt, and most importantly, stopping the habit of pretending you're okay when you're not. Because healing begins the moment you become honest with yourself. Now, does this mean life suddenly becomes easy? No. Stress will still exist. Difficult emotions will still exist. But emotional recovery changes how heavy life feels. When your nervous system is calm, your brain works differently. You think clearer. You react less emotionally. You stop feeling overwhelmed by every small thing. And slowly, you start feeling like yourself again. That's what real emotional recovery looks like. Not becoming perfect, not becoming endlessly positive, just feeling lighter, calmer, more connected to yourself. And maybe the most important thing to understand is this. You are not supposed to be mentally stimulated every second of the day. You are not supposed to suppress every emotion. You are not supposed to carry endless pressure without rest. You are human, and humans need emotional recovery just as much as physical recovery. So if you've been feeling emotionally tired lately, don't ignore it. Don't shame yourself for it. And don't immediately try to fix yourself with more distraction. Pause for a moment. Breathe. And ask yourself something honestly. What have I been carrying that I never truly dealt with? Because sometimes, emotional exhaustion is not caused by what's happening today. It's caused by everything your mind has been holding on to for far too long. And the moment you stop ignoring that weight is the moment healing finally begins.